There are many couples who feel like their intimacy has lost its spark as they go through the challenges of aging together. In this video, we'll examine the profound transformations intimacy undergoes over time and explore strategies to restore pleasure to your relationship. We'll talk about the importance of emotional connection in making intimacy more fulfilling and explore techniques to reignite that spark. Stay tuned until the end to learn practical tips and expert advice that will not only improve your physical satisfaction, but also strengthen the emotional ties that bind you and your partner. Whether you want to find new sources of pleasure or deepen your connection, this is your guide to embracing intimacy in all its forms. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to avoid missing movies. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you now. As the years pass gracefully, the intricate tapestry of our relationships evolves in ways that can be both surprising and profoundly beautiful as we age, and our lives become richer, filled with shared memories, inside jokes, and a deep understanding of one another that only time can cultivate. This evolution is where pleasure comes into play. Far from fading into the background, it transforms and takes on new, often unexpected forms that can enrich our intimate connections in ways we might not have anticipated. This evolution is where various techniques come into play. Tools that allow us to explore the bond with our partners from a deeper, more connected perspective before we delve into the specifics. It's important to understand that intimacy is more than just physical pleasure. It's about strengthening the emotional bonds that hold our relationship together. Our intimacy with a partner creates a sacred space where love and understanding embrace honesty. As we grow up, our experiences take on a deeper meaning, and our sexuality takes on a tone of respect, tenderness, and deep emotional depth. We often find ourselves thinking about the times in our past that have shaped us and using those memories to build a deeper connection with our partner. Let's take a moment to talk about a very private act: how we can make our husbands content through oral love. We should carefully and respectfully examine this long ignored and mistaken practice. As a sexologist and doctor, I want to start an open conversation about this form of intimacy that is based on both psychological research and medical insight. There is a lot of cultural baggage that can cloud its beauty and make people feel ashamed or embarrassed. My claims are supported by science and experience, proving that this act of love can connect us deeply. The first thing I want to stress is that oral closeness, like any other part of our sexual lives, should never be cold or mechanical. The emotional bond between partners is what gives this experience its heartbeat. This bond grows stronger with every laugh, every tender moment, and every challenge they face together. Studies from the last few years, especially those from the University of California, show an intriguing truth. Men who feel mentally connected to their wives during intimacy are happier and healthier overall. This emotional tie is like a symphony. Each note adds to the harmony of the relationship as a whole. Oral intimacy is a beautiful way to show love, care, and unshakable commitment. It's more than just physical pleasure. It's about building a bridge between two hearts that have been through life together for years, making a safe place where love grows and thrives. Being aware of your partner's body language is crucial to maintaining this relationship. Every sigh and small movement tells a story and tells you how to change your rhythm and technique based on what makes him feel good. It's like a dance, and both partners need to be in sync for it to work. But it's important to remember that intimacy is a shared act, a delicate dance of giving and receiving. A comfortable and connected relationship requires open and honest communication about your wants and needs with your partner. This fosters a secure environment where both partners can express their desires and needs without fear of judgment. Now let's talk about the more technical parts of oral love. There are many ways to make sure that this experience is both enjoyable and healthy. Putting the body and mind in a relationship that is mutually beneficial from a medical point of view. Stimulating a man's erogenous zones releases endorphins, which create a cascade of happiness that affects both the body and the mind. Intimacy releases chemicals such as dopamine and oxytocin. A lot of research has shown that these chemicals strengthen emotional bonds, reduce stress, and help relationships last longer. It's fascinating to consider how our bodies respond to pleasure, leading to both physical and mental satisfaction. Variable stimulation is a very useful but often overlooked technique in sexology. This method tells us not to focus on one part of the body during ACT, but to change the rhythm, intensity, and focus. For example, the thighs, lower abdomen, and groin are all very sensitive and full of nerve endings. When you take the time to gently explore these areas, anticipation builds, leading to a much stronger physical response when you finally focus on the central area. The art of anticipation can improve. The experience grew significantly, letting both partners enjoy every moment. Don't forget how important it is to breathe. It's a basic but often overlooked part of intimacy that affects not only the rhythm of stimulation, but also helps your partner relax, letting him fully immerse himself in the moment. Synchronized breathing, where both partners inhale and exhale at the same time, creates a peaceful atmosphere and fosters a sense of unity. A study in a journal of sexual medicine reveals that deep breathing by both the giver and the receiver enhances blood flow and enhances the intimacy of the intimate experience. So take your time and breathe deeply, letting both you and your husband relax and feel more connected during these moments. Many women, whether new to or returning to this practice later in life, are concerned about rhythm. What is the appropriate speed? How can I be sure I'm doing it right? The answer may be simpler than it seems. Every man is different. What pleases one may not please another. Pay close attention to your husband's nonverbal cues, such as his breath, body movements, and soft sounds he may make. These will help you figure out if you're on the right track. This attention builds a deeper emotional connection, turning an intimate act into a shared experience full of joy and discovery for both of you. Remember that variety is key. Don't stick to one rhythm. Instead, use the power of alternating soft, slow movements with bursts of greater energy. This creates an atmosphere of anticipation and extends the pleasure. Rhythm and intensity changes can make the release of pleasure even better, according to studies in sexology. Associated hormones like serotonin make you both feel good. Variety is beautiful because it can surprise, awaken new sensations, and deepen the bond you share. I also want to emphasize the importance of using your hands, a seemingly obvious, yet often overlooked aspect. When oral and physical stimulation work together, they can elevate the experience far beyond what either can do on its own. Your hands can explore other sensitive areas, while stimulating the central zone at the same time, creating a deeply satisfying experience. Studies in the field of sexual neuroscience back this up, showing that stimulating multiple erogenous zones at the same time makes pleasure much stronger. Oral and manual stimulation can work together to make a symphony of sensations that weave together different threads of pleasure into a beautiful tapestry of intimacy. As we go through life, we need to keep our health in mind. Our bodies change as we age, and so does our sexual health. Making sure that both you and your partner practice proper hygiene is important for avoiding infections and pain. Sharing private moments can be challenging due to health concerns, but you can address these worries. Face-to-face builds trust and a sense of safety. Medical studies show that the types of germs that live in our genitalia change as we age. This makes it even more important to take extra care, especially after age 50. A simple but important step that sets the stage for a stress-free experience is making sure that both you and your husband are clean and comfy before you start. As the years go by, it's normal for both men and women to need a little extra help in this area. Luckily, there are a variety of water-based or silicone lubricants that can greatly enhance pleasure and eliminate discomfort. Sexuality doctors recommend lubricants because they lower the risk of irritation and help maintain the skin's elasticity and smoothness. The right lubricant can change the experience, adding a layer of comfort and enjoyment that lets you both focus on the pleasure of the moment. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please leave a comment below to let me know. Please hold on to this important truth. As you get older, intimacy doesn't have to become boring or routine. On the contrary, this time in your life gives you a beautiful chance to try new ways to connect with your husband through oral intimacy. It's a time to reignite the flames of passion, learn more about each other, and deepen the love that has grown over the years. You can nurture not only the physical bond, but also the emotional one, always keeping in mind that respect, communication, and affection are the cornerstones of any enduring relationship. They say practice makes perfect, but I would argue that conscious practice, infused with love and dedication, is the true key to experiencing a fulfilling and satisfying intimate life. So embrace the freedom to explore, communicate openly, and above all, relish this journey of mature sexuality, which is as natural and essential as the very act of breathing. Allow yourselves to dive into this intimate exploration with open hearts, knowing that each moment shared is a testament to the love that has weathered the storms of life, blossoming into something beautifully profound. This journey of discovery is not just about physical pleasure. It's about celebrating the enduring connection you share, fostering intimacy that feels vibrant, exciting, and deeply fulfilling. Thank you for joining me today as we delved into the fascinating world of intimacy and pleasure in mature relationships. It's clear that as we age, our experiences can transform in beautiful ways, and I hope you've gained some valuable insights on how to foster deeper emotional connections and explore new dimensions of intimacy with your partner now. I'd love to hear from you what you learned from today's discussion. Think about the most important thing you learned that you want to use in your life, whether it's a method or something else. Take a new perspective on intimacy and the significance of emotional connection. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who want to improve their relationships. Be sure to tell friends and family who might benefit. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more empowering content like this. We have a wealth of knowledge to share about nurturing relationships. As we age, we should cherish life and maintain our health. Thanks for being a part of this journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next movie. Remember that today's actions are the first step toward closer connection.